Greetings, Trovian. This is Market from Defiant Few. I'm going to do another tutorial for Trove. First off, I want to thank Player 214. He's one of our architects in Defiant Few. He came up with this idea, thinking a little outside of the box on how to set up portals. Instead of making them chain A to B to C to D, he's got a better method. We cleaned it up a little bit, and there's couple different layouts that you can do with this, but I set up something pretty simple to start it off. The standard portal chain, the order that you place the portals in is the way that it goes. So if I put one here, then one here, here, and here, it's going to go from this point to this point. You're pretty familiar with it. And it's limiting, especially with the cost of the higher tier portals. Of course, in order to do this, you're going to need a rune crafting bench. You're going to need max rune crafting, and don't buy those. We've got these green club portals that we're going to use for this one. And it's pretty simple. You've got locations where you want to set up a hub, like it says, hub, of portals that go to different locations in your club world. But you want people to be able to go to different ones and not go in a specific order. They can choose their own order with this method. This is what makes it possible. You have a portal bank. Every third portal in a chain is going to return to this bank, and I'll get to that in a minute. We have 3 locations set up, A, B, and C. I already have a portal in place here that says location A, and let's go to it. Oh, it popped us over here to location A. Fantastic. Now, this is the important part. The portal that I placed after this one leads to that bank. So once you go back through here, it drops you right back into the hub. There are different methods of setting this up. I have another one that I'm going to show near the end of this that exists in Defiant Few. We have more portals going into it, hopefully today. There's a bunch that you can choose from in there, as well as all the race courses, I believe, are linked up. But for now, let's set up this pretty simple one here. In order to add a location to this, the first one we want to place is in the bank, or in the hub, excuse me, and it says location B on it. So I've got that one. The next portal you set up in this club is going to go from that one to it. So we're going to put this up on top of B. And because once you go through that portal, it's going to go to the next one that you place. We're going to come back here to the bank, and we're going to put one. We're going to put one in here. Now, the reason that I'm laying this out like this, signs and the portal area that when you look at it and it shows this text, it expands a little further than the block, and I'm bugging him to fix that. But for now, we put up one for up here for A, and that's where I returned from when I came from there. So we want to copy that type of format. We've got a portal down below it, and we'll change this to location B. This way, when I want to go through and edit these portals later on, if I want to pull one location out, I pull out the 3 portals associated with that chain, and it won't interrupt anything. If you pull one portal out, you have to pull out the other 2, or it's going to mess up your stuff, or it's going to leave a mess, and don't do that. So while I'm up here, we'll set up location C, because I'm going to do that next. Now, the portals will chain 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, they're going to go in order that you've placed them in the club. So I put one here. I put one out at my location. And we take the other one up to the bank. And again, I'm placing these lower just for the sake of being able to edit them more easily, so that I have the signs and stuff set up to which one's below it, and it'll be easy to organize. And you know, you can use a bunch of them to send to different locations in the club. So I go to A, pop out outside A. It's helpful to put a sign next to this that says it's going to lead back to the hub. And because it's going to drop you from the bank into the hub, the sign will be correct. It's going to take you to the hub. The reason you want to say that is you want people to see that it's obvious that this is what you want them to do. It doesn't go A to B to C to D. It's not boring like that. It is interesting because it allows your visitors to go to whatever locations you have set up in your club world. So it's pretty basic. And I'm a little angry at player that I didn't think of it first. So now the reason that you want to set it up like that, the bank, again, is so that it drops you back into your hub. Because if you get people going through these portals up here, they're going to be confused. Now, here is the portal hub in Defiant Few. This is our main hub. Ooh-wee-oo. Alright, so go inside, and you're going to find different floors with different portals on them. And each one of these has a sign next to it saying where it goes. If I can see, this goes to Edda's Lands. And out here you'll get to see his builds. And it says, take this portal to the main transit hub. So you come back here, and I'm still working on this bit, but I left it like this so that I could show you the bank. This bank is set up with signs underneath it that tell me which portal runs to which location. When you come out, you're thrown into this water and back down to the bottom. Hopefully making it obvious that the portals up there are only meant as a return. And you can put up signs saying such. And that's how it's working for us. So we've got a jump block bank, we've got a drop bank. I'm sure you can come up with 12 different ideas for how you can drop people, make them underwater, have boats, and tell them to rise to the surface when they come through the re-entry portal. It's totally up to you. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial video. It's going to help people with large clubs that want to go in several different locations. It's going to help you manage the ones that you've got set up, and hopefully allow people to get around to different locations of the club without having to go to A to B to C. Anyway, hope you found it helpful, and I appreciate you watching. Take care.